Do you want to temporarily set your phone to forward all calls over to a teammate or maybe over to your cell phone? This is how to do it through Webex. First, let's take a look at your call settings at the bottom left corner of your Webex. Click on that call settings once. You notice that you have the option that says do not forward calls. This is because it's in normal traditional mode and your phone will ring. You click that once and you may have this option like I have where you have two lines. Most people will just have one line and that's fine. If you have a choice, mouse over your line and then look at your options. Right now I'm on off. The other option is voicemail if I want to forward all calls to voicemail, which I do not in this case. But I do want to forward all my calls to my friend Captain Inigo Montoya. So what I'm going to do is go to the top left corner with the profile circle and click on that once. Then go to settings. Then you notice near the bottom there's an option called calling. We're going to click on that once. The call forward section here also shows us line 1 and line 2. I'm going to keep it on line 1 since that's what I'm trying to forward. And the option right here, do not forward calls, and then one down here called voicemail. Well, I want to temporarily forward all my calls to Inigo Montoya, Captain Inigo Montoya. Enter his extension, hit tab once. It's now available here as long as I hit save because we're a Baptist university. Now, if I go to the bottom left corner and click on call settings, I can see if I click on do not forward calls drop down option, my line, I now have the ability to click on 4561. I'm going to click on that immediately. All calls from this point forward are being rolled directly over to Captain Inigo Montoya. If I want to remove that, I just go back to the bottom left corner, go to my line, and remove it by clicking off. Now, what if you wanted to forward all your calls over to your cell phone? I'll show you how to do that. Go to the bottom left corner, check that your call settings. You'll see that the do not call drop down line 1, and I can see that that line only has these choices that I've added. So I'm going to go to the top left corner, click on the profile circle, go to settings, click on calling. Then under my line, I'm going to select the plus button. I'm going to add the phone number. Now remember to dial 9 first because we're on campus trying to dial off campus. We're going to press the 1 because we're in the USA, and then enter the area code, phone number. Then you hit tab once, and of course we hit save because we're Baptist University. Now you can check at the bottom left corner by clicking call settings, click your drop down, select your line, and notice that you now have the option to select your cell phone number. Click on that once. Now when I receive calls to my extension, they will automatically be forwarded over to my cell phone where I can receive all the calls there. In order to cancel that call forwarding when I get back, I just go to call settings, I select my line, and select off to cancel the call forwarding. Now you do notice in my case there's another line, and maybe you are supporting somebody else's line. In this case, maybe Inigo Montoya is out helping Fezzik with the mob squad, and we need to make sure that all his calls are not going to a ship but are being rolled over to me. So we're going to go to the bottom left corner and go to his line, and notice there are only two options. Well, we're going to go to the top left corner just like the other one, go to settings, calling, and we're going to select line 2. Now we can give that an option where we can say plus, roll all his calls to my number, hit tab once, save. We're going to go down to the bottom left corner where it says call settings, go to the drop down, select Inigo Montoya's line, line 2, and there we go. We have the option to click on my extension for the call forwarding. Now all his calls are not going to his ship anymore, they're going straight to my extension. Same process as before. If we do want to remove the call forwarding for that line, we do go to the bottom left corner, select the line 2, and click off. If you'd like to also learn how to do this with your iPhone, click here.